Hey, it's Becky Pearson, and today we're talking about soreness and lameness, and how do you know if your horse is sore, or how do you detect subtle lameness in your horse? Let's say you went to a competition, you're at a rodeo, you're at a barrel race, and your horse just didn't clock like you thought it should, or didn't turn the first barrel like you thought it should. When you roped that steer and you turned off, it just didn't lug that steer like you thought they should. There are some ways that you can examine your horse to see if there's some soreness involved before you go to the vet. This is not meant to replace proper veterinary care or proper veterinary diagnosis. This is meant to stimulate a conversation between you and your vet.
Here is an example and the horse that inspired us to make this video. A couple weeks ago, Gracie noticed that her barrel horse Stevie was a little grumpy when she was cinching her up. As you can see here, sensitivity in this area can be an indicator of foot pain in a horse. Initially, we just chalked it up to her suspensory issues. However, when we lunged her out on the hard ground, the issue became very apparent that it was actually her right front foot. The vet confirmed this when we did a follow-up with him. When you watch the video, you can see that she is off a little bit on occasion when she puts weight on that right front leg. You can see that her head comes up a little bit. It isn't consistent with every step, but it is there.
So we have Stevie here, and I'm going to show you some of the spots that I check if I suspect foot pain. And so there is a spot up here in their neck that can be a little tender. She's not too bad there, and I'm just using like the edge of my knife that I carry with me. Obviously it's closed. And then now she is a little more sensitive in here. That's right where the neck and the shoulder comes together. And then there's a spot here where you cinch them up, and she's pretty reactive to that. So I would make sure that as I'm visiting with my vet that I tell them that I think that there's some sensitivity in those spots, and then that might help them lead their examination of your horse. So the cool thing is, I don't know if you remember from one of the videos we did about Stevie before, is that she did show some sensitivity back here, and I had mentioned that there possibly could be some foot pain involved. And so Stevie went to the vet for another follow-up, and we actually found that she does have some starting of whether you call it navicular, she has some changes in her navicular bone. And so we have changed her shoeing. I've been talking with my shoer to get her breakover point better, and we have started her on Osphos, and then we will be doing some treatments with the PEMF machines to help her with her foot pain as well. So just trying to figure out the mystery of Stevie and how to keep her feeling as good as possible and running as good as possible. So one of the things that we do with our horses that have foot pain, whether they've been diagnosed with changes in their navicular, heel pain, we work with our farrier to get what we call Equipack in them. And so I thought this was a great picture of the Equipack. So this came out of horse at reset. And so you can see the impression from the frog and the sole, and it was basically poured into the shoe to help give support to the heel and the frog, and it stimulates blood flow to promote more healing of the navicular bone. And so I thought this was a great shot. Rarely do we ever get one out that's fully intact. So it's like an orthotic for your horse.